The world has always believed that it could save itself. Through power, through knowledge, through systems carefully designed to prevent collapse. Every civilization believed it was the exception, and every civilization was wrong. We were told that progress would protect us, that technology would guide us, that information would set us free. Instead, we built a world that watches itself fall in real time. The more connected we became, the more fragmented we felt. The more we knew, the less we understood. We did not lose control suddenly. We handed it over slowly, comfort by comfort, screen by screen. The apocalypse did not arrive as a catastrophe. It arrived as a routine. People did not stop going to work. Markets did not close. Cities did not burn. Everything continued. That is why no one noticed. Media became our mirror, but mirrors do not reveal truth. They reflect what is placed before them. Reality was no longer lived, it was consumed. Suffering became content. Hope became a trend. Fear became a business. And the human soul, designed for meaning, was reduced to attention. We scroll through the pain of the world with the same gesture we use to skip a song. Not because we are heartless, but because the weight is unbearable. So we adapt. We normalize collapse. This is the most dangerous moment in any apocalypse. Not when destruction begins, but when it becomes familiar. Throughout history, in times of deep crisis, humanity has always looked upward, not toward the sky alone, but toward meaning, toward a savior, not a hero, not a ruler, not a system, a savior, someone untouched by corruption, someone not born from the same broken structures, someone who does not manage the collapse, but ends it. Every culture carries this memory. Every faith preserves this promise. A time when darkness reaches its peak, when injustice feels permanent, when truth is distorted beyond recognition, and then intervention. Not gradual reform, not political repair, but divine justice. The idea of a savior is not escapism, it is an admission that humanity alone has reached its limit. We have built everything we could, and it still isn't enough. Media tells us that salvation will come from innovation, from awareness, from the next update. But history tells a different story. The systems that promise rescue are often the same systems that benefit from the crisis. This is why the concept of a divine savior is unsettling, because it implies that control will be taken away from those who hold it. A true savior does not negotiate with corruption. He exposes it. He does not optimize injustice. He ends it. This is why in the final age, truth becomes dangerous, why silence becomes resistance, why waiting becomes an act of faith. The world today does not reject the idea of a savior because it is irrational. It rejects it because it is inconvenient. A true Savior cannot be controlled by media, cannot be framed by narrative, cannot be reduced to a headline, and that is terrifying to a world built on perception. In the final stage of collapse, false saviors appear everywhere. Figures who promise safety without justice, peace without truth, order without morality. They are loud, they are visible, they dominate the screen. But the true Savior does not arrive through algorithms. He arrives through awakening. Not to entertain, not to distract, but to restore balance. Justice to the oppressed, truth to the distorted, meaning to the forgotten. This is why the final battle is not physical, it is spiritual, between illusion and truth, between distraction and awareness, between false light and real guidance. The end of the world is not the destruction of the planet. It is the exposure of everything false. And in that moment, humanity will realize something terrifying and beautiful at the same time, that it was never meant to save itself alone, that the true rescue was always beyond the system, beyond the screen, beyond us. And maybe that is why, in the deepest silence of this age, so many feel an unexplainable waiting, as if the world itself is holding its breath, not for the next headline, not for the next trend, but for justice, for truth, for the arrival of the one who does not manage the end, but completes it.